Oh my goodness, my next guest has me roaring with laughter this morning.
Why?
She is so funny. She is something else. Clearly, which is why she's in the business that she's in. We're going to be, as I said, International Women's Day today, celebrating across Trinidad and Tobago in various forms and fashion. And also internationally across the world as well. And one of the ways in which we're celebrating International Women's Day today is When Women Roar. What is this about as we're being bold for change, starting today and continuing onward? Well, Cecilia Salazar, good morning to you to tell us more about this. You're going to roar for me this morning?
It's about women performers and artists, actors, dancers, singers coming together and making a noise, making a joyful noise and being bold. And that's why we call it When Women Roar. It's in fifth year that fourth year we're doing it under this name. And we changed the banner that International Women's Day last year was Pledge for Parity. This year is Be Bold for Change. So we're asking all the performers, we all have something to say in dance, in song, in movement, in spoken word. And that's what the show is about. Artists, women coming together.
And it's taking place today, on the day itself.
Yeah, we do it on the night, on the day, every year. So it changes day every year. This year it's a Wednesday.
So exactly what are we going to be experiencing later on today?
Oh gosh, it's a multimedia event, and it's, oh gosh. First of all, I will be performing.
Of course.
Yes.
She started performing even before we started the interview.
That's not true, not true. I'll be doing a part for Jean Miles, the one-woman show that I did with Tony Hall. Jean Miles, the woman of the world. So I feel Jean is always needed to be remembered, and that's how I started this whole show, because I wanted more vehicle to do the play. I don't get much chance to do it, so I do part of the play where she's speaking out for the right she was championing at the time as a strong woman. I have other performers like Penelope Spencer, Nikki Crosby, Deborah Maylard, Glenda Collins, some young singers as well, Deirdre Ryan. Two Cents Movement. Her name is Danica Thomas. I've danced with Trisha Ray, young up-and-coming performers. But another exciting part of it is the multimedia part. So we're having Women of Kaiso, a film done since 1991 by Judith Laird. It's about 20-something minutes long. We'll be showing that as well, as Lorraine O'Connor coming to show a bit on Rose Now. That film shows Rose then, and this will show Rose now. So it's all about tribute to Rose and women in Kaiso as well. And Maria Nunes is doing a photo, well, it's not an exhibition, montage on the screen to music, tribute to women in Carnival. And that's going to be very exciting. And Catherine Chan will be speaking a little bit on her working with Peter Minshall this year. She produced Spiritus Mundi for him. So it's all these women that I realize I know in all these different art forms, and we're all coming together, photographer, visual, dancers. It's so exciting. I feel exciting.
I know, it's exciting. And even as you mentioned someone as Maria Nunes, it takes me back to Rikki Tikki days. There was a segment that I was in, and I was on, the Trabant that we had long ago. Yeah. And I was sitting next to Maria.
Wow.
And that was like, I was about 11 or less around then. And, watching Maria evolve in golf. And because she was a golfer, as people who know her would know. And then she branched off. I think she always had that interest in photography, and now she's so good at it.
She's amazing.
I know.
So
strength in women.
Exactly, and her being there and speaking and showing her photos is, just worth coming to as well.
I have been,
so we're celebrating women in all facets in this community that I am in. And by extension, everyone is invited to come and share at the Big Black Box tonight.
And that's right around the corner from us.
Yes, 7:30, we start proceedings.
So Murray Street, it's on Murray Street in case people do not know where Big. It's the same thing we were doing before, When Women Roar.
Yes, you have
Big
to get
Black Box.
Yes, you have to get it.
You're bringing up this in me and seriously. Anyway, so it's at 7:30, When Women Roar, the
black box.
There you go.
Big black
box.
I mean, you know, and Three Canal, everybody is so wonderful because we, of course, look at the cast.
Yeah.
If we had to pay for this, we need sponsors, we need all this, but we're not studying that right now. We are coming together. I have a team of wonderful women. As I say, on the 4th year we've been doing this. My friends Anika and Judith Laird, Giselle Langton, Dominique Innes, who works with me as well.
Who's
and
that?
my friend Dominique Innes.
I went to school with Dominique.
Gosh, what
there
is
you
this?
go.
You better come tonight. And Ian Smith, another one of my camaraderies, companions. They're invaluable, and this is a team that's pulling this together after Carnival, which is why it's always rushed. But hopefully next year we have about 3 weeks. So we'll plan a whole week long, because I would love to do next year. Here's where I'm saying it now.
Yes.
Women in, like, I just was out there and watched Hazel Ward Redmond and Alison Hennessy. And I'm sitting there watching the two of them, and I'm telling them, you know, Happy International Women's Day.
Yeah, I know.
And, you know, there are women in all fields that are making bold changes. And we have to recognize that, and we have to honor that. And then the young women coming up will.
Yeah, and you know, as you say that too, they are the women in media, you know, Alison and Hayes, a woman in media, and especially here in this room, who lay the foundation for so many women like myself. And you're making me cry. No, because I knew them personally, you know.
I've had tears before I came in here. Serious.
They were really beautiful people, and I remember watching Alison as a young girl and saying, you know, oh gosh, I wish I could be like that.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Fabulous. Good.
So, I mean, these are really, thank you. But, and to you as well, because, I mean, going through the industry as well, trying to make your mark there as well must have been really difficult.
Yeah, I think I was listening to someone say, I don't think there's any woman today who is where she is who has not had to go through some sort of
struggle,
gender
to get where they are,
discrimination.
And that is why gender parity is one of the issues for International Women's Day as well. And it's not just this year that it started a few years ago as well, but continuing on.
Because it started as working women's, because they wanted to vote. If you don't have a voice, can you imagine not having a vote? Oh my gosh, I watched this movie Suffragette, you have to see it, and it really shows you women were like slaves working in these factories, because you have no vote, you have no voice, you could treat you any way you want. You weren't in any union, so they had to fight for it. And that's where we, and they don't think that parity will happen for another, I don't even know how many years.
Well, they're looking at 2030, as you know, most of these things
No, it's like 2080 something. They don't believe it will actually happen.
They're hoping for 2030. We're hoping,
but
we have to keep at it. Women have to keep at it. We also need the men too. I mean, it's just not just about women. I keep saying that, you know, men also have to be a part of this as well. While it is a woman's struggle, and we have been struggling along, men also have to get on board with it too and say, you know what, we need to have this. We need to have the gender parity. We need to look at women as equals, as, you know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cecilia Salazar. And this is happening when women roar.
Happy International Women's Day, Trinidad and Tobago.
All right, so check it out. It's it's a love collective. So celebrate with them, and it's minimal cost. So, and you can call 798-1919 for more information. When Women Roar, tonight at the Big Black Box on Murray Street. There you go.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.